Servants of Allah, a moment of pause and a moment of ponder. As Allah the Exalted says, behold, all that is in the skies and all that is on earth, but neither the ayat, the proofs, evidence, nor warners benefit those who do not believe. Sa'id ibn Musayyib, may Allah have mercy upon him, said, indeed, by Allah, the acts of worship is to ponder over the ayat of Allah and to keep away from what Allah commanded you to keep away from. Servants of Allah, the best thing that souls can attain and the greatest thing that hearts can attain is knowing Allah Almighty, knowing Allah by His names and attributes, knowing Allah by His actions and His statements. Knowing Allah is indeed the essence and the beginning of knowledge, and the most honorable, the highest, the most exalted of knowledge. Allah the Exalted says, which means, so know that there is no ilah but Allah, and ask forgiveness for your sin. Knowing Allah and worshiping Him is the purpose of creation and command. For Allah says, which means, Allah is the one who has created 7 skies and likewise for the earth. The command descends between them, so that you may know that Allah is most capable of all things, and that Allah has encompassed everything in knowledge. With knowledge of Allah, glory be to Him. Hearts find tranquility, souls find comfort, certainty is achieved. Hearts are filled with security and love, and fear for the Lord and reverence for Him. For whoever knows the greatness of Allah, His majesty, His names and His attributes, His statements and His actions, will surely love Him and glorify Him. The prophets of Allah were the people who knew Allah and knew best about the Lord, and the best to fear Him and glorify Him. Ibrahim alayhi salam announced this to his people, saying, have you considered what you worship, you and your ancient ancestors? They are enemies to me, but not so the Lord of the worlds. He who created me and guides me, He who created me, and He who guides me, He who feeds me and grants me water. And when I get sick, He heals me. He who causes me to die, and then revives me. He who I hope will forgive my sins on the day of reckoning. And this is Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, commanding his people to worship Allah, glorify Him and declare His greatness, saying, what is the matter with you that you do not fear the majesty of Allah? Although He has created you in stages, do you not see how Allah has created 7 skies, one above another, and has placed the moon therein as a light, and the sun as a burning lamp? Allah has produced you from the earth like a plant. Then He will return you into it, and then will bring you out again. Allah has made the earth widespread for you, so that you may tread its spacious paths. And this is Prophet Musa, declaring it to Fir'aun after he asked him about his Lord. Pharaoh said, what is the Lord of the worlds? Prophet Musa alayhi salam said, the Lord of the skies and the earth and all that is between them. If only you had iman or certainty. And our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the greatest of those who knew Allah, and has indeed described Allah, and the Quran from beginning to end, describing the greatness of Allah, the perfection of Allah, the majesty of Allah the Exalted. For Allah says, say, meaning O Muhammad, to whom belongs all that is in the skies and earth? Say to Allah, He has taken it upon Himself to be merciful. He will surely gather you for the day of resurrection, about which there is no doubt. Those who have ruined themselves will not believe. To Him belongs all that rests in the night and in the day, and He is the all-hearing, the all-knowing. Say, should I take any guardian other than Allah, the originator of the skies and the earth, who feeds but is not fed? Say, I have been commanded to be the first to submit, and not to be one of those associate partners with Allah.